Casually Me live stream. I wanted to get on here real quick while I eat my snack, Raisin Canes. But I also have to tell you guys, I got a story time about what just happened to me. Oh my gosh. It's only Friday. I got here Wednesday. It's only Friday. Like, it's literally only Friday. I gotta give you guys a story time. My life is literally a book, a movie, a live stream, just like the whole nine. Like, my life is just everything. Oh my gosh. I actually got Raisin Canes last night. I got this food last night. Well, like 2 a.m. And I didn't eat it because it was so much happened. So much happened. How are y'all doing? Where am I from? I'm from Virginia. Where are you from? No, y'all are gonna laugh. I dead ass have a story time for you guys. So as you guys continue to come in, say hi. Say hi to your peers. Everyone say hi to each other. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm not gonna be on here too long because I literally, like, I just made it back to my hotel. I had to, as I said, I have a story time. I have a story time. And I gotta get ready for the day. But I need to eat. I'm hungry. And I bought this food last night. I got Raisin Canes. I love Raisin Canes. I'm just sad because I feel like it would have tasted better if had I eaten it fresh. I hate eating like breaded chicken the day after. And depending on how it's cooked, it's gonna be nasty. It's Saturday for you? Where are you? You said mate. Are you in Australia? Are you in Australia? Everybody coming in. Hi, hi, hi. You're from India. So India is a whole day ahead. For everybody joining in, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. Thank you so much for everybody that supports my channel, that likes my channel, that shows up for me every time I'm on here. I appreciate you guys for all the new people. And make sure that you guys subscribe to my second channel, Casually Me Streams. So it's Casually Me, but we're going to add streams to the end of it with a Z. And I'm about to give you guys all of my socials. My Instagram is See Me Living, CMELVNG. My Snapchat is CJ's Dance Life. Everything is linked in the description box below, but I'm also, boom, I just pinned it. So, yeah, sub to Casually Me Streams. If you want to support the channel, my Cash App is also in the pinned comment below. My Instagram is See Me Living, and my Snapchat is CJ's Dance Life. And you can see all of that right here. So just make sure that you guys tap in, stay connected, and then boom. So let me tell you guys what happened. Let me tell you guys how, man, I need to eat though. Before I do that, can I eat? Can I eat real quick? I pray this isn't nasty. I'm gonna cry if it's nasty. What's 13 plus 12? $1,000. $1,000. I feel like this would have tasted better. Fresh. But it's not bad. I like fresh chicken tenders, like breaded chicken. I like it fresher rather than like a day after. So I got chicken tenders with honey mustard. Raisin Canes for the win. I'm not from South Africa. Raising Cane's for the motherfucking win. Y'all, tell me why I lost my phone. I lost my phone yesterday. The phone that I'm using right now, like, so the phone, I have two phones. I have two phones. I have my main phone. I have my main phone. And then I have my business phone. I have a business, okay. I have two phones. And I have a business number. So I have 3 phone numbers. Cool. Cool. The phone I'm using right now is for my live, my business phone, right? Y'all, tell me why. When I get home last night, well, I get back to the hotel, I'm like, I'm about to eat my Raising Cane's. I'm about to go on live. Because I normally don't, like, I like my rest. I like my rest, but I had enough energy to go on live last night while I eat, you know what I'm saying? You said, what's my skincare routine? Hold on. Hold on. You need to see my skin with the sun. Hold on. Let's add some light so you can see it for real. I love it. So, my skincare routine, I only drink water. But as a child, I've always had water. I've always liked water over, like, juice and sodas. So I've never been someone to like juice and sodas. And I drink tea. But I don't know if that caters to skincare. But how you take care of your body does equate to your face. Like, I even feel a bump, like, right here, about to appear. And I wish I had my acne spot cream because it'll, like, you know. But I feel like I've been wearing my makeup damn near every day since I've been out here. So that's probably why. And then I've been stressed. So that's probably another reason. But aloe vera gel and shea butter are like the 2 main products I use on my skin to moisturize. And I use the Cetaphil cleanser, the daily cleanser. But no, I literally, like, this is how I look when I wake up. This is how I look when I wake up. I haven't washed my face or anything. Because I literally just got my phone back. Like, I literally just got back to the hotel. And I just got my phone back. So, no filter. No filter, no. But yeah. So last night, I'm like, I'm about to go get on live, talk to my people. I get to the hotel. I look at my purse. He says, your first time seeing me, you're already obsessed. Thank you. Is that my natural beauty? Thank you. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, so story time. Story time. Is it? Yeah, I don't have a long time. I don't have a long time. But yeah, I'm about to tell a story time. So if I don't answer your question, don't get mad at me. I'm going to answer at some point. Okay, so boom. I come home. Welcome to the hotel. I'm like, I'm about to get on live, eat my food, get on live. I go in my purse. I notice that my phone is gone. And I'm like, where is my phone? I'm like, where is my phone? I'm automatically irritated because since I landed, I'm in Texas right now. Since I landed in Texas, it's been like stupid stuff. Nothing crazy, you know, like it's stuff outside of our control, but like it's nothing crazy. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I've still been, you know, good. But, you know, when I got here on Wednesday, like I told you guys, I'm sleep deprived. I've been up for 24 hours. I did not get no rest for real. I didn't finish packing until 5:30. I had to get to the airport by fucking 6:30. I got there at 6:35. My flight was boarding at 7 a.m., not 7:40. It was just a lot going on. It was a lot going on. I got to my flight literally at 7:20. At 7:20, and that was the last calls. They had 2 people at the TSA checkpoint. It was just, so that was Wednesday. So boom, I land in Texas. Everything's fine in Texas so far. I try to get a rental car. I go to 2 places to get a rental car. They don't have no cars. But when I go online or when I call to reserve for a car, they say they have cars. I go up to Enterprise. They don't have no cars. And this happened twice. This happened Wednesday, and then it happened yesterday, Thursday. I reserve a car online. I go to the place to pick up the car. It doesn't exist. The car is not there. It doesn't even exist. So I'm like irritated. Waited 3 hours. But then if you guys were on my live yesterday, remember how I told you guys I lost my bag? Because I went out and my bag was left in somebody's car, and I didn't realize it until I woke up yesterday morning. I was like, oh my God, I don't have my car. I mean, I don't have my bag. So I'm like, damn, happy birthday, Amy. So I'm like, damn, I don't have my freaking bag. So, and I'm thinking, like, I'm like, in Atlanta, like, you got to be careful with people. Like, sometimes if you don't have your stuff, you SOL. Not all the time, but I feel like since being out here in Texas, I realized my brain, I think Atlanta gave me PTSD. Even though I haven't been through like a lot of shit for real in the past like year or 2 out there, like anything detrimental, is still like, it's still Gotham City, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I blow up the guy's phone. If you were on my live yesterday, then you know I blow up the guy's phone. I'm trying to tell him, like, hey, I need my bag. Like, I know you're gonna go to San Antonio, but I need my bag. And I ended up like, I searched up his phone number, and I found, like, you know, his house, and I'm like, yo, I'm not crazy. But I'll go there. Like, if I feel like if you have my stuff, I will go there. Or if you scamming me, playing with me, because I got scammed last year. I got scammed $1,000 from a real estate dude. After that experience, I'm not letting nobody play in my face. I will find you. I'll find your people. I'll find the phone numbers. So keep in mind, I still don't have no rental car at this point in time. So I'm just like, okay, do I need to pull up on you? And then he finally reached back out at like 9:30 in the morning. Moral of the story, I got my bag. Boom. So the rest of Thursday is great. Coming into today, Friday, it's 2 a.m. I want to get on live with you guys and eat my Raisin Canes. I realize my phone is missing. It's nowhere to be found. So I'm like, where is my phone? Because I was on live with y'all, and then I left to handle my business. For my memory, I have my phone. But then I remembered at some point in the day yesterday, when I got out of my Uber or whatever the case may be, I literally, can you get a fit check? No. But no. So anyways, I remember that I got a notification from Find My iPhone, and it was like, no, left the phone in the guy's car. That's good to get rid of. No, these are 2 different occasions. We're talking about an Uber. Keep up. So boom, I remember getting out of my Uber, but I thought I had my phone. I get a notification from Find My iPhone left behind. I'm thinking that my phone, like my second phone, is in my purse, because I always get notification about my phone being left behind, but it's either like, I know where it is though. So I'm thinking that my phone is in my purse. This was at 5:30, not 5, it was like 5 p.m. y'all. 5 p.m. yesterday. So I didn't think anything of it. it wasn't until 2 a.m. So we went from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is when I realized I didn't have my shit. And I was like, so I'm thinking like someone stole my phone. Like I'm reaching out to this person that I was, you know, I'm like, I feel like somebody stole my phone. Da, 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 da. And then I looked up where my phone was. Hi, Royal Cowboys. I looked up where my phone was because on Find My iPhone, thank you, Apple, for that feature. We love Apple. So boom. I see where my phone is at. My phone is 30 minutes from where I am. So I'm like, who has my phone? So at this point, I'm like, who has my phone? What the heck is Garland, Texas? Like, I'm like, what? So then I immediately go to the front desk. And I'm telling the hotel, like the front desk guy at the hotel, I'm telling him the situation. And then he's like, call the police. I call the police. The police suck. I'm over it. The police like, okay, call the non-emergency line. I call the non-emergency line. They say, you need to file a police report. I say, okay, I filed. You said, girl, gets the point. This is a story. This is a story. Get some food and just enjoy the story. You know how books have like a lot of pages? Yeah, this is a story. The point is in the story, so just listen. So boom. I tell the guy at the front desk situation, he says, call the police. I call the police. They say, do the non-emergency line. I do the non-emergency line. They say, file a police report. So then I'm like, okay, file a police report. What happens after I file a police report? I'm like, they can't just pull up to where the phone is. I see where it is. I clearly see where it is. Like, they can't just pull up there. I'm not from here. I live in Atlanta. And the lady basically was like, keep in mind, I called 3 police stations. I called Dallas police station. Then they said call the Irving police station. No, I called the Irving police station. And then they said call the Dallas police station. And then Dallas said call the Garland police station. So all 3 of these police stations, trash. Can't do it. But yeah, so basically the Dallas police station, she basically was like, yeah, if you file a police report, that's all you really can do. But then I asked her, are they going to be able to get my phone? Like, and she basically said the police are going to go to the place where the phone is. She basically said the police not going to show up. The police not going to show up. You just got to file a police report, and then somebody has to look through it, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't live here. I live in Atlanta. I leave on Monday. This sounds like some shit that's going to take some weeks over a phone that I clearly see where it's at. And then she basically she couldn't do shit for me. I hang up on her. I called the Garland Police Department, and she says the same shit. Well, did you file a police report with Dallas? And I was like, what's the point? What's the point? And then she was like, well, yeah, a detective would have to like look at the case and issue out a warrant and all this extra shit. And I'm just like, I literally can see where my phone is. I said, fuck that. I'm gonna just pull up by myself, which I was gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I had a plan. Because it was 3 a.m. at this point, and I understand that it might have been dangerous for me to go somewhere that I'm not familiar with over a phone. But respectfully, you gotta think about it. In Atlanta, if somebody wants to take your shit, they will easily steal your phone, sell your phone, break your phone. Niggas in Atlanta are on a whole different type of time. Just like how people will break into cars in Atlanta. I got my car broken into at the dance studio and got my shit stolen at the dance studio. 2 or 3 years ago, I got my shit stolen at the dance studio. So, of course, I'm going to be like OD over my property in a whole different state. Niggas just want me to be okay with my phone being stolen? Like, huh? So, I literally was like, okay, well, fuck that. I'm going to just go. So I called my Uber. Ironically, it was my Uber driver that dropped me off back at the hotel. He was really cool, and he fucked with me because I had tipped him. I had tipped him extra money because I needed to get food. And in Texas, if you live in Texas or Dallas or whatever, I learned that they don't have food late at night like we do in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you can get lamb chops at like 6 o'clock in the morning. They don't have that here. They just have fast food and shit. So I tipped him extra to take me to Raising Cane's, basically. So the driver was automatically in favor of me. He liked me. We're good. Ironically, he was the same Uber driver to help me go back to this area or whatever. So while I'm waiting for the Uber, I'm telling the hotel receptionist guy the situation, and he's like, all this over a phone? And I'm like, yes, all this over a phone, for sure. But it was funny because I had asked him, I was like, do you have people here? He was like, why? And I was like, because I need some security. I'm not from here. You telling me that I shouldn't go to this place because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it's late at night, da da da. So I'm like, well, you got niggas that want to like help me? Because if no one's going to help me, then I got to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Morning to the girl making 22 likes look small. I have no idea what that means, but shout out to every person that has liked, and now we're at 29 likes. I'm not attached to likes. I appreciate the likes, but I'm not attached to the likes. I'm attached to y'all. I like y'all. But nah. I appreciate you guys, everybody, for liking. But yeah, so I'm basically telling the dude, I'm like, you got any friends? You got any niggas? He was like, they're not going to help you because they don't know you. Okay, cool. I need something to do. I got to take care of my stuff. You're not trying to help me. So you're not finna tell me what I can't do? I'm a Gemini. And then it was so funny. There was another black guy that was walking in the lobby. And he looked like buff or whatever. And I told him, I was like, oh, you look intimidating. And I was like, can you help me? He was like, he looked so confused. I was telling him the situation. I was like, can you come in the Uber with me and basically like be my security guard or whatever? He wasn't going for it. Now, on the grand scale of things, I can understand a stranger not wanting to like go somewhere that he doesn't know, But in my defense, if a young pretty girl needs help, you help her. You help her. If the old white guy can help me, what the fuck? So anyways, that's neither here nor there though. But so boom, the Uber driver comes and he's like, wow, I just had you, what happened? And then I tell him what happened, and I was like, we finna go get my phone. I was like, I don't know where we're going. The dude at the front desk talking about some Garland, Texas can be dangerous. So my anxiety automatically is like, oh shit, it's a dangerous area probably, but I need my phone. I'm still thinking my phone is stolen, right? So we get to the house where my phone is, right? Y'all are gonna laugh at me. My intuition was like, Courtney, look at your Uber. Because keep in mind, my phone was stolen, but my wallet wasn't stolen. My passport wasn't stolen. Important things were not stolen out of my purse. So I'm like, okay, if they didn't steal that, then maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I'm tripping. I gotta be tripping. I was tripping. I looked at the Uber. Tell me why. I did all of that just to realize I left my phone in the Uber. I called three police stations. I was crashing out with the hotel reception guy. I asked a stranger in the lobby to help me. And then I got the same Uber driver that helped me, that brought me back, and he was really cool. And he actually cared about my situation. He's a very caring, giving guy, and that's why I appreciate people. And that's why when that hotel receptionist guy was trying to tell me, like, you know, you shouldn't be going out late. No one's going to help you if they don't know you. People will help you if they don't know you. I would help someone if I don't know them. It's like your discernment, you know? It's your discernment, I feel like, to where, you know? But anyways, so once I realized that it was at the lady house, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm over here thinking someone stole my shit and I was gonna have to crash the fuck out in Texas. Whole time, I left the bitch in the Uber. So boom. I'm still at this point, I'm ringing the doorbell, like, you know. A white guy comes out. A young white guy comes out. And I look in confusion immediately because I'm like, my Uber driver was a black lady. Who are you? I was like, who are you? You freaked out because you have a lot invested into your phone. I freaked out because I don't want my shit taken away from me. Period. If it was my wallet, I would have the same reaction. If it was my passport, I would have the same reaction. Anything that you need, okay? What if I had the Delta app or whatever the case may be, or what if I had certain investments or whatever, like, what if I had important shit on my phone? Regardless, I pay for that phone. I pay that bill every month. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's my property. It's my shit. And I'm in a whole different state. I don't live here. So, yeah, I'm going to crash out over my property in a different state that I don't live in, especially if I think somebody stole it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Agree to disagree. I don't care. But I do hold myself accountable for overreacting a little bit. But no, it was my anxiety was through the roof. I'm thinking of all possibilities. I'm like, these niggas is probably scammers. So when the white guy answered the door, I'm like, who is this? My Uber driver was a black lady. Who is this? And so he was really cool though. He was a young white guy, whatever. As a matter of fact, let me text him right now and tell him that I got my phone. Okay. Boom. Done. All right. So I'm like, who is this white guy? He was really cool. He was young, whatever. He basically was saying that they're roommates. They're roommates. So it's him, her, and maybe one or two other people. They're roommates, right? And I started to think that these niggas was playing with me because I asked him, I'm like, okay, can you go get her? We're like, can you go get her? And then the Uber driver, his name is Peter. We love Peter. Peter, Uber, if you're looking at this, Peter is the sweetest person ever. He calmed my anxiety and my nerves. Is giving father. He's amazing. Because I was crashing out. I was really calm though. Like, even though I was crashing out, I was actually really calm at the same time. I'm over here using my flashlight, looking through this lady's like car in the driveway. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't see my phone in here. It's in the house. Wake her up. Because dude was saying that she was asleep or whatever. And then Peter was basically telling the dude the situation. Peter was basically the good cop and I was the bad cop. Peter was trying to be the mediator. I was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Wake her up. Where is my phone? Because at this point, I'm thinking they could be scamming me. Because in Atlanta, niggas will do that. Okay? But then at the same time, if you're an Uber driver, I'm thinking if you're an Uber driver and you see someone's phone, it'll be dumb as fuck to steal the phone or not give it back and you literally have an Uber account. Like, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, logically, that would be crazy, right? That's why I said I'm scarred. I'm scarred. But yeah, so then the white guy, he's like, yeah, I could try to wake her up or whatever. He goes to try to wake her up twice. She's not answering the door. She was asleep as fuck. So at first I'm like, okay, y'all are playing with me. But then Peter was basically like, it's not like that. Just trust it. It's okay. We'll just come back. He was like, I'll even bring you back. I'm not gonna charge you nothing. I'm gonna come help you get your phone back for free. We'll drive back out here. Da 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 da. Very sweet guy, right? So Peter was the mediator, because for me, I'm just like, wake her up. Like, if it was me and I went inside that house, wake up. You know what I'm saying? And then ironically, my mom had texted me. She was asking if I was okay. It's like my mom's instincts just knew. And then my mom was like worried. She just told me that she was worried because it was late at night. And for me, it's like, yes, it was late at night, but like, again, you don't know, like, people can do anything at any amount of time. You just don't know. So my anxiety was just through the roof. Like, instead of wasting days to handle a situation, we could just handle it right now. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset at that point in time last night. But there's nothing we could do. She wasn't waking the fuck up, whatever the case may be. Peter mediated the situation. I got the roommate's contact information. Everything seemed to add up that these people were not stealing phones through Uber. They're not scamming. Cool. And on top of that, I thought my Uber lady was really sweet. So that would have been crazy as fuck if she was scamming for real, right? So fast forward to, well, not fast forward, but anyways, after that, I go back to the hotel. I'm bullshitting with the hotel front desk guy. I literally didn't get no sleep. I stayed up until 8 a.m. I went to sleep at 8 a.m. I woke up at 12 p.m. So I'm running off of roughly 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep right now, okay? Because Peter said he was going to come back, which he kept his word. He said, I'm going to wake up around 12. I'm going to call and I'm going to reach out to you and we're going to go get your phone. I fuck with you, Peter, because guess what he did? He did that right on the dot. Right on the motherfucking dot. Peter was more on time than I was because I was asleep as fuck. But I still made sure that I was up. You know what I'm saying? So, Peter comes. We go get my phone. And now we're here. Now we are here. The chicken strips got back cold. So that's the story time, y'all. And I pray that nothing else happens the rest of my trip. Hold on. So yeah, that's the story of me thinking that my phone was stolen, but really I just left it in the Uber. And yeah. You said you're in Dallas? Yeah, I love Dallas. I love Dallas. I love the people here. They're so helpful. They don't scam me. Like, I genuinely, like, I appreciate the people in Texas for sure. No cap. But it's not to say that Atlanta don't have good people. They do, like. But I'm just saying in Atlanta, it's more likely that niggas are going to be on nut shit. So you have to literally just be mindful, you know. And then me being how I am, looking how I look and things like that. It's like I have to just be mindful. I can't let people think they can just do any and everything or feel they can get their way with me. Like, I may sound like this and I may be short and petite, but don't fuck with me. Don't piss me off. Don't take my stuff. So that's the energy that I was going. I was really good. Thank you. You're from the UK. I love my UK subscribers. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. You said get in the shower soon. No, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm gonna talk to y'all, eat a few of this, and then get dressed for the day. Thinking about coming back on here to do my makeup. Hi, Slim. You look Indian and black at the same time. Choose a struggle. If I look Indian and black at the same time, that means that I'm Indian and black. How are you, Slim? I'm great. Do I have an Instagram? Yeah. Can you guys see my pinned comment? Can you guys see the pinned comment where it says join the familia? And then it says sub to Casually Me Streams. And then it has my Cash App. And then you see my Instagram. And then you see my Snapchat. My Instagram is See Me Living. CMELVNG. So if you don't know how to spell it, just look at the pinned comment. So you say you had the same room before? I'm changing rooms. I'm from Virginia. A crop top girl scammed me and stole my $300. You're a man. What's my opinion? How did you get scammed? You'll follow me on Instagram? Thank you, Royal. Raising Cane's. I know some people don't like them. I love them. You're in New York? That's lit. Okay. Hi, Jebs. Thank you so much for your question and being a supporter. I love you too. My favorite part about going on live. I have maybe like 2 or 3. One, I love being able to talk to a bunch of different people. I didn't know that YouTube Live was a thing until 2 years ago when I couldn't do anything because I had a really, really bad medical thing, which I made a video about. I had an abscess. That shit hurt. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. It was so painful. I couldn't sit on my ass. It was just, oh my God. But anyways, because of that terrible experience, I discovered you guys. I'm very spiritual, but it's crazy how the world works. Like, something crazy will happen, but it'll lead you to something prosperous, right? Like, even this morning with me crashing out over my phone, one of the police departments, their phone numbers had 44444. I think it was, yeah, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Yeah, it had like 4 or 5 4s. And if you know me, you know I'm into like numerology and things like that. So the number 4 ties into protection, guidance, and support, right? So even though I was going through all of these, things in my brain, like someone stole my phone, I still saw 444 in a 5 sequence. So that means, hey, you're taken care of, you're provided for, you're good. And guess what? I was taken care of, provided for, and I was good, and I got my stuff back. So that's how tapped in I am. That's how tapped in I am with the Most High. When I pay attention to things and it equates to my real life situation, right? So that's one of my favorite things that I like about live. I like talking to you guys. I wasn't aware of how prosperous going on live was. Also, what I like about it, I like the feeling of completion that I get from it. Like, if you've been watching me for the past 2 years, then you know that I have a theme with inconsistency. And I feel like quantum leap because I've been on live every day since Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. And it just feels really good. Like, of course, I'm not going to be on live every day, like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to miss me a little bit. But, but nothing OD though. Like, I don't want to go ghost for like months at a time like I did a year ago. I don't want to do that. But I feel like a few days out the week, that's nothing. Like, niggas got lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a life, y'all got a life. Y'all not gonna always come up on here. I'm not gonna always, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like at a strip club. Like, it takes only one good customer. Just like some nights are gonna be busy, some nights are gonna be slower, like whatever. But I feel like for me lately, I just like the feeling of completion. I like the feeling of, wow, I did it. I did it another day. Good fucking job. Good job, Courtney, for being consistent. So those are my favorite parts about going on live. You've never seen a dark chick wear glasses? What part of the world do you live in? What's the best way to get to know me? Spend time with me. You gotta spend time with me. But yeah, no, I feel like if you're talking about like on social media, I feel like the best way for people on social media to get to know me is definitely just tap into my socials. And whenever I go on live, you can talk to me on live. Like, if you've been watching me for a few years, you know, when I say we're a family for real. Like, people genuinely talk amongst each other. It's like a FaceTime call. If YouTube had a feature, which if I speak this into existence, run me my check. But if YouTube had a feature where we would be able to get on live with you guys, like how we can do with Instagram and TikTok, that would be so much fun. But for YouTube, you have to send a link to somebody to join your live. You know, that's how they do it. But I would say online, just interact with me when I'm on live. You know, that's the best way to get to know me. For people that meet me in the real world, they have to invest their time and energy into me to get to know me for real. Just spend time. I feel like that's the only way to really get to know somebody, is to just spend time with them. And then when certain situations happen, see how they handle it. Hi, Izzy. How are you? Izzy, you just missed my story time. You said Zelle you a quick $500. Okay, can you send me $5,000? If you can send me $5,000, I got you. You're doing amazing, and you? I'm doing great. Hold on. So sorry to hear about your phone and wallet. That's so much to deal with. First, are you safe? Thank you for caring. I am safe. Safe and sound. You said summarize it. Basically, Izzy, my Gemini ass had anxiety because I thought my phone was stolen. Whole time I left it in an Uber, and I had called 3 police stations to try to get these police officers to pull up to this house because I'm out of town right now and I'm not familiar with the area that my phone was found in. And the hotel guy was telling me that the area that my phone was in was not like that much of a safe space. So I automatically got anxious and was like, oh, I'm gonna be in the hood. So boom, let me call the police so I can have backup. And then the police were no help. So then I ended up getting my Uber driver, which was the Uber driver that brought me back here when I got my Raising Cane's. I didn't realize until hours later that my phone was missing. For one, my phone was missing at 5 p.m. I didn't realize it until 2 a.m. So there's that. Keep in mind, I don't drink and I haven't smoked since I've been in Texas. So I'm sober as fuck. And he said, oh, I don't play. I don't play. I don't play like about my stuff. And yeah, and the Uber driver, he was really sweet, and he had to be the mediator because when we pulled up to the house, some white guy answered the door, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Because my Uber driver is a black lady, so I'm automatically thinking I'm getting scammed. Like, who is this? But then I also was like, that would be crazy to take phones from Uber. You have an Uber account, like, you're gonna get reported and you can't do Uber no more. So that was the logic part of it. And plus, I fought with my Uber lady. She was really cool. But basically, my anxiety was like, you know, in Atlanta, you live in Atlanta, so it's like, in Atlanta, you have a 50% chance that somebody's fucking with you, and you have a 50% chance they're not fucking with you. There's a 50% chance someone's scamming you. There's a 50% chance they're not scamming you. You just don't know. So when all this is going on, my brain automatically is in survival mode. Like, I think everybody's scamming. I think everybody's lying. Give me my stuff. Just for it to be the Uber driver. And she's a sweetheart. So yeah. And it's funny because you said I don't play. I really don't, because even yesterday, I left my bag in somebody's car. And the nigga told me that he was going to San Antonio. And so I'm like, I need my bag. My makeup is in there. I got clothes. I got important stuff in there. I need my bag. I need my bag. And so I blew up this dude's phone. I literally was so sleep deprived from traveling from Atlanta to Texas. I was up for 24 hours. When I finally went to sleep at 3 a.m., I woke up at 8 a.m., so I got 5 hours of sleep. And I woke up and immediately was like, where is my bag? I didn't say good morning, it's a great day. I just rose up and I'm like, where the fuck is my bag? I don't have my bag. Oh my God. And I blew his phone up. And then I thought he was gonna play with me. So I looked up his phone number and I found his Facebook where his mattress company used to be at. But I was like, damn, I don't see his full name. So then I used my website that I normally use to find people and it didn't find nothing. So then I paid $1 for been verified and I found his address and other numbers, whatever, in his full name. So then I was like, I texted him again. I'm like, hey, I really pray that you're not ignoring me. Do I have to pull up to your house to get my bag? At this point, he doesn't know that I have his address. Keep in mind, I still don't have a rental car. So I'm like, I got an Uber to get my stuff. I don't play. After I got scammed in Atlanta from that real estate dude, I don't play. I don't. I had my car broken into at the dance studio a few years ago, and then a lame ass dude wanted to scam me out of $1,000. Whole time, once I Googled him, he literally, to this day, last year when he scammed me, he literally has a federal lawsuit against him. This nigga scammed $4.4 million out of real estate deals. I am still in the Facebook group chat called Lamar Fletcher Scam. That's his name, Lamar Fletcher. I don't give a fuck. Lamar Fletcher. Google him. This nigga goes to these real estate events in Atlanta and he travels to different cities and he basically tells people, hey, I have my own in-house repair company, and basically if you invest into my company, you'll get this back, and the money that you give is going towards, you know, the repairs for the home. There's 60-something people in this group chat. This nigga been scamming for years. Why is he not in jail? I'm still trying to figure that out. We all still trying to figure it out. Like, why is he not in jail? $4.4 million as of 2025 is crazy. People were wiring this man 6 figures. And that's why my perception on money is different. People got money out here. People is just wiring niggas 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, sending niggas 300,000. That's why my perception on money is different. Like, niggas out here got money. So I was just like, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. And you know how I got my money back? If you missed the story time on that, I got my money back by doing this. So basically, I feel like y'all don't know the lawyer story. I mean, the real estate scam story. So now we finna have another story. So boom, me and my friend Ashley, we go to this real estate event or whatever, right? Love Ashley, that's my girl. So I'm like, yeah, let's go to different events. Let's go to different spaces. Like the Gemini me is like, yeah, we're gonna be outside. Like, let's go just do different things, see different businesses, etc., etc. We are in Roswell, Georgia. Roswell, Georgia. This should be a very secure place. There should not be no scammers in Roswell. With these white people, with these older people, like, it should not be that type of energy. I was wrong. Anyways, I digress. We go to the event and everything's fine. And then we meet the nigga Lamar. My intuition is so insanely accurate, right? He looks familiar to me. I think I met him before. I think I met him in my other life. If you know my other life, then you know. I'm not gonna. If you know my other life, then you know. I feel like I met him in my other life. So as I'm talking to him, whatever, I tell him, I feel like I met you before. Question mark. We exchanged phone numbers. I had his phone. Like, you know how Apple will save like people's things and it'll say like maybe whatever. I kid you guys not. That shit was in my phone already. But it was his other phone number. It was his other phone number. And I really, 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 really wish that I screenshotted that shit, because because the phone number he gave me, how can I explain it? The phone number he gave me showed up his name, but also at the same time, I don't know how to explain it, but basically the nigga got two numbers. I had one of the numbers, and Apple somehow remembered the nigga being in my phone. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely met you before. And he liked me. He liked me or whatever. So basically he was telling me, yeah, I have a homeboy that's coming in onto the deal as well. So we were talking about this real estate deal, right? And that's on me for being green as fuck. Like, niggas just not out here just saying, hey, invest into this, and then boom, you're gonna get some money. Even though it technically does work like that, but with discernment, it works like that. Anyways, he basically was telling me, yeah, I have this contract deal. Normally, my initiation fee is $5,000. What does that mean? Basically, he was telling me that then the fee is typically $5,000. He tells people, you give me $5,000, that's what we're starting with, and you're gonna get a certain amount back. But because he liked me, he said, I'll do $1,000 for you, and then you can get $1,500 back within a week. Then he goes on to say, I have a homeboy that is doing the same exact thing, but because I fuck with him, I told him that he can put in $800. Everything sounds so stupid now that I'm thinking back. Like, he really scammed the fuck out of me. Like, and I was just dumb as fuck. Because now that I'm saying that shit don't even sound right. And then I should have Googled. But everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, so you don't get fucked over again. So boom, but at this point in time, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to fuck with me a little bit. And I can just see how this process, let me see how this investment deal really works. I asked him for a contract. You follow me on Insta? Thank you, baby. Thank you, Dimitri. Yes. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. But yeah, I asked him, do you have a contract? Me asking him if he had a contract was my way of thinking that I'm protecting myself from being scammed. Okay? I'll give you $1,500 in a week. Out of that $1,500, take $1,000 and consider that my investment. So why don't you just send me $1,000? LOL. In that case, just send me $1,000. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So me basically telling him like, hey, do you have a contract? I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get finessed. Thank you for following me on Instagram, y'all. But yeah, so me thinking that I asked him for a contract, I'm like, yeah, he's not gonna finesse me. We got a contract. If you don't have a contract, then that means you're fake. This nigga had a contract. That's what you should have told him. I know, but I wasn't. Seizure. Seizure is how you say it? Seizure? Seizure. I wasn't trying to treat him like a trick. I wasn't trying to be on that type of time. See, sometimes y'all, not y'all specifically, but sometimes people be trying to come at me because I like money and all that other stuff. So they be like, you only use dudes for money. You see what happens when you don't use dudes for money? Well, not everybody. Like, let me digress. In certain situations, you do need to use people for money, because if you don't, they're gonna fuck you over. So the people that will fuck you over, you have to clock them immediately and call their bluff immediately and use them for money immediately, because if not, they're gonna take advantage of you. Not every guy is like that. The guys that are good for it, you're gonna know because they have genuine good character, and you can tell by how they treat you, how they speak, how they carry themselves. You're just gonna know. You don't gotta use or take advantage of somebody that's genuine, because they're gonna do out the kindness of their heart regardless. You know what I'm saying? But when niggas are grimy, you gotta pay attention to the signs, and you have to get money from them immediately on a consistent basis. That's the best way to not get finessed by a dude, especially if he's talking about, oh, I got this, and the third. Okay, where is it? Where is it? And put it here all the time. Not just once a week, all the time. If you got it like that, I digress. But I wasn't trying to treat him like a trick, which is crazy, because in my other life, I feel like I treated him like that. I feel like well, not him precisely, because we weren't friends. Like, if him and I were actually friends, then I would be like, oh my God, Lamar, I haven't seen you in years. But it wasn't like that, you know? You say you're pretty, make sure you use that. Okay, thank you. Nah, this shit's annoying. If you're getting annoyed by my story, please leave. Because when you leave, listen, when you leave, another person comes. Okay, boom. So I wasn't trying to treat this nigga like a trick, so that's why I didn't go about it in that way. Even though he gave me a $4,000 discount from his typical initiation fee, I didn't want to do him like that. Are you part Indian? On my daddy's side, we are indigenous, Native American, and the tribe is Nottoway. Nottoway. And I found that out 3 years ago. And on my mom's side, I asked my grandmother before she passed away, and from my memory, she told me Choctaw. And my mom's family is from Mississippi. And if you do the research, I believe Choctaw is based in that region, so it adds up. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, back to the scammer, Lamar. I asked him, do you have a contract? Nottoway. I'm probably saying it wrong. Nottoway, like, I don't know. Nottoway. I just discovered these people 3 years ago. I love my tribe, but I didn't grow up in the tribe, so I don't know. I'm a virgin. I gotta learn about it. But yeah. I asked Lamar, do you have a contract? He has a contract. So I'm like, damn, maybe I'm not getting scammed. He has a contract. And I read through the contract. Before I signed it, y'all. He had everything look specifically correct. Like, there was no misspellings. Everything looked so legitimate. Okay? In the contract, it also said that if I don't receive my $1,500 within a week, it's an additional, what is it? It was an additional, I think, an additional $500. I think that's what the contract said. For every week that's missed, it's an additional $500 that you get on top of what you're owed. Okay, cool. I signed it, you know, a week goes by, I don't get my $1,500. Keep in mind, in the midst of this week, Lamar, he's trying to be like, yeah, I want you to work for me. I want you to be my assistant. I want you to meet my business partner. I want your friend Ashley to meet my business partner and all this extra shit, right? He's saying all of this stuff. I still don't have my money. Where's my money? Ironically, this man, at one point in time, he wanted me and my friend to link up with him and his friend. So he sent me an address. This is important to the story. He sent me an address. It was a house address. We never linked with them. Moral of the story, we never linked with them. We never did. But anyways, as the week go by, I don't have my money. He says some excuse for why I don't have the money yet. So then the second week goes by. I still don't have my money. So then I'm asking him, I'm telling him, hey, since you missed last week, does that mean that I'm getting $2,000? He says yes. Another week goes by. Hey, I don't have my money. Does that mean that I'm going to get $2,500? And then he's like, yeah, I'm keeping track of everything. Like, you're good. Once we got to $3,000 that I'm owed, that's when my brain was like, let me go look up this nigga. That wasn't going to happen. Because I wasn't finna allow, I'm not going to allow nobody to drug and fuck me. Like, that's not happening. I'm not even going to allow that shit to happen to me. But I work in nightlife. I'm not going to let that shit happen to me. God forbid anything does, and that's why I'm gonna say that's not why I don't drink, but it's a benefit that I don't like alcohol, because that's one less way for somebody to try to take advantage of me and get me, fucked up. I don't drink alcohol. I don't want that shit. But yeah. Once we got to $3,000, that's when I was like, something's up. Let me look up this nigga. I look him up. This nigga, first of all, his company isn't even BBA verified or BBA recognized. BBA is the business association. His shit not even valid. And then on top of that, I see a Facebook post. Someone made a long ass, like, they literally have reports on this nigga scamming. These folks said they wired this nigga $300,000. Man, so what did I do? I hit him up and I call him out on it. He wanted to gaslight me. He wanted to be on the phone and be like, and I'm like, if this is all lies, where's my money? Where's my money? You owe these niggas damn near $5 million. Where's my $3,000? Huh? Bruh. He's basically full of shit. He tried to gaslight me like I was wrong. He was trying to do a whole bunch of shit. I ended up reaching out to one of the persons that I met at the real estate event. And I told Lamar, I'm like, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to tell everybody about you. And I don't think he was taking me seriously. I was like, I'm going to tell everybody about you. I'm going to tell the owner of the other networking event about you. I'm going to tell the person that's the owner of Networking Only ATL Instagram account about you. I'm telling everybody about you. And I did. He thought I was playing. I don't play. So the guy that I reached out to from the networking event, I asked him because ironically, his friend has done a deal with Lamar. So that's why I'm confusion. So that's why I'm like, are all y'all niggas scammers putting together real estate events? Because the white man that I called, his friend has done a deal with Lamar. And I'm going to assume he got his money. So that's why I'm confused. it's still a question mark on that. But yeah. So the white guy, he's like, damn, da 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 da. And then he's like, damn, wait, I think there was another person I met that has a similar experience with somebody that was scamming. I think it was Lamar. So then he sends me the lady's phone number. I talked to the lady. She's like, yeah, I got scammed by him a couple years ago. A couple years ago? It's 2025. A couple years ago? What? She still got her money. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I get put into the group chat, right? There's another lady in there. She was basically telling me that she was trying to get in contact with Lamar's baby mama, wife, or whatever the case may be, right? She sends me the baby mama's Instagram. Y'all want to know how tapped in I am and how the universe be conspiring for my betterment? Tell me why when I found the baby mama's Instagram, guess who was following her? My dance teacher's best friend. I'm not joking. My dance teacher, I do dance choreography. For those that are new here, I do dance choreography. My dance teacher's best friend was following this scammer's baby mother / wife, or used to be wife, right? So I said, oh, I am on that. I'm on that. Boom. I hit up my dance teacher's best friend because I'm friends with her too. I say, hey, yo, sis, do you know a guy named Lamar? She's like, yeah, that's such and such's baby daddy. What about him? I tell her everything. I'm a snitch. Because if you got my shit, if you gonna play with, I'm snitching. I'm snitching. I'm snitching. And it didn't even have to get that far. If he, what's his last name? Fletcher. As a matter of fact, let's see if this nigga's still on Google. Let's see. We finna Google this nigga right now. Lamar Fletcher, Atlanta. Lamar Fletcher, Atlanta. I don't give a fuck. I did say that I was going to tell my story. I did say that I was going to make a YouTube video about it, about how I got scammed by a scammer. I did say that. And then I just decided not to. But now that we're on live, fuck it. We ball. This what he looked like. This is what he looked like. And I'm just trying to understand why Voyage ATL got a scammer on their website. Because, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know much about Voyage ATL. I know Voyage ATL is like a site where they basically have articles about people in Atlanta and their businesses and what they do. But having a scammer on your site is crazy. Like, for real. And this was April 1st, 2020. And if you go on his Facebook, this again, the repair company, it says Lamar Fletcher Financial is a financial services firm offering credit repair as its main service alongside the following service. So he has a whole bunch of other shit. That was 2019. Everything's private. And then boom, Georgia Corporations Division, State of Georgia, Secretary of State. Okay, I don't think I should show y'all that stuff. Hold on. What's the addresses? Murphy versus Fletcher. Hold on. I want to see what I can read you guys that doesn't have too much. Yeah. I can't. You guys are going to have to Google it yourself to see. I don't want to show it online. But basically, you can literally see all of his cases. Facebook. One of the ladies in the chat, that gave me the baby mom's Instagram, she made a post. She says, does anyone know Lamar Fletcher or invested with Fletcher Capital or Fletcher's multi-family real estate fund? Oh, wait, let me go back. And then boom. Andrew Evans, Atlanta litigation attorney that already filed multiple times and won against Lamar Fletcher, advised anyone to reach out to him if you're owed money. Someone said I did, and he is the fraud, scammer. Another guy, scumbag, scammer, stay away. And another one. I think this is the same Fletcher, Sanders Fletcher, or whatever the case may be. BBB Scam Tracker. BBB Scam Tracker right here. I'm about to read it to y'all. Did he repair your credit? He didn't need to do my credit. I've never had anybody do anything with me for my credit besides when I moved back to Atlanta and I was an authorized user on my folks' Amex. But a very short explanation is Fletcher of Fletcher Capital LLC from Atlanta, Georgia, has operated a Ponzi scheme for years and is at the end of its road. He publicly advertises he's a fund manager raising capital on real estate deals looking for personal contributions from anywhere between $10K to $500K with the promise of typically 20 to 30% ROI, return on investment. I've seen him advertise as high as 50% ROI in only 3 months. On average, he advertised around 4 months return. He takes the money, giving nothing in return to secure the investment, and we have no idea where the money goes. He owns no physical assets. He repeats to all investors he owes that they're within days of full redemption, and that day never comes. He did that shit to me. He's still advertising, continuing to raise money in different states, by the way. Because when he asked me to be his assistant, he was like, yeah, we can travel and do whatever. He's still advertising. He currently has an advertisement on LinkedIn looking for $250,000. After jerking our lawyer around forever, he finally admitted to being broke, living at home with his mom still, and he says he's going to have his mom refinance their house to give a little back. Anything from his mom's refinance wouldn't have been able to scratch the surface. Hold on. Yeah, see? Just one person was scammed out of $130K. Some single investors gave $300K. We're asking each person how much they are owed, and this is adding up between $2 to $3 million. One person is an active duty in the Navy of 15 years and was pulled from his ship while deployed because he was scammed. Yeah, so yeah, y'all can look that up. Whole lot of shit, bro. Whole lot of shit. And I'm in the group chat. Sorry. But yeah, no, I'm in the group chat with all the other victims. Like this is a federal case. Like, we're not playing. But anyways, back to the story, right? Back to the baby mom. My dance teacher's best friend knows her. They cool. The best friend, she ends up hitting up the baby mom's brother and basically tells the baby mom's brother the situation. I DM the baby mom. Long story short, we get to texting. And then I called her. I started to tell her about the situation. The baby mom automatically was like, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't know what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. And then my whole thing is, if that, first of all, this is your so-called man. Why the hell is he flirting with me and probably other people, lady friends? Because he definitely told me he had lady friends, being a hoe. So not only are you a scammer, you're cheating on your pregnant girlfriend. You're scamming and cheating on your pregnant girlfriend, baby mother, wife, whatever the case may be. Like, what? That's crazy. And then on top of that, these niggas got a couple's Instagram page with these people's money. Y'all crazy as fuck. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. But so anyways, when I'm telling her situation on the phone, she's very dismissive, right? And then she's like, I don't know, but she either said, hey, I'm gonna call you back, or as I was talking to her, she just hung up on the phone. I think that's what happened. She just hung up on the phone while I was talking. So disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. And then I texted her back and I basically just checked her on that. Like, even though you don't want to parse into this, my nigga, if you're married to him, you got over 60 people suing him. You don't think they're going to come for your shit too? He owes almost $5 million. You don't think they're going to come for your shit too? These people want their money. In this group chat, one person said that it was a part of her savings account or whatever the case may be. Like, niggas got real lives out here. People do real estate for real. It's unfortunate that everybody got finessed out of a lot of money. Like, even when I was telling them my situation, they were like, well, at least it's not 10,000 or 15, da da da. And I'm like, if it wasn't for him claiming to like me, I wasn't gonna find that on anyway. But you know what I'm saying? But anyways, the baby mom wasn't no help, or whatever the case may be. I looked up this man's phone number. I found his house, like his residential house. I found his family members' phone numbers, his social media's account. I'm a Gemini. Don't piss me off. I literally texted every one of his family members that I found online. I'm not joking. I texted every single one. I don't know which numbers worked, which ones. I texted every single phone number. I don't care. And only a few people got back to me. And you know what's crazy? That family, I'm going to pray over their family for real. Because supporting a scammer is crazy. One person, like, a lot of people didn't get back to me. But one person that did get back to me was trying to talk to me crazy. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Da, 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 da. Like, don't reach out to the number again. I'm going to block you. Okay. Okay. Don't get mad at me because your family member's a scammer and has federal lawsuits against him. And you don't want to accept the truth. So, then after that, then the nigga Lamar went to try to threaten me. Like, I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to take you to court. Da, da, da. I'm telling all the other victims in the group chat, I'm like, this nigga saying he want to take me to court. These white folks, they're like, how he going to take somebody to court and he ain't got no money? How you going to take somebody to court and you don't have no money? You don't have no money. Because if you had money, you would be able to pay some people back. You don't have shit. How you going to sue somebody? How you going to sue somebody and you actively have 60 other people that got a lawsuit against you? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You going to jail. I don't know how he doesn't have a warrant for his arrest yet. You're going to jail. So that was dead. Dead as fuck. Didn't care. So then, after that, what happened after that? Moral of the story, I got my $1,000 back. He eventually gave me my $1,000 back. After all of that, I reached out to his family. The baby mama's brother knows. I snitched to my dance teacher's friend. I told everybody at the networking events about him. And I warned Lamar, like, if anyone ever clips these videos or anyone wants to use this to make people be aware of scammers in Atlanta, Lamar, I literally gave you a warning to not be on no dumb shit. Especially not over $1,000, $1,500. I literally gave you a warning. And you wanted to play in my face because you thought that I wasn't going to find your people or reach out and air your business out. I'm just now telling this story online 1 year later. I was going to make a whole YouTube video dedicated just for you. But you don't even deserve that. So I let it go. But moral of the story, don't get scammed and be careful. And if you see Lamar Fletcher anywhere in the wild, I don't know why he's not in jail yet. I don't know if folks need to just actively see him actively scamming. I don't know. But yeah. Don't piss me off. Moral of the story, don't piss me off. Was he a friend or something? No. But I recognize him. His number was already in my was already recognized in my phone somehow. Hold on. Geminis are the best. They always wear glasses too. You should have a story time segment for your channel. Man, that would be cool, right? My life is so funny. You just had his number? Yeah. Y'all, every time I talk to y'all, my chicken tenders get cold. Oh well. But yeah. Don't piss me off. Just don't piss me off. I'm very sweet. I don't think I'm crazy though. I don't think I'm crazy. Just don't piss me off. That's it. Don't steal from me. Don't try to finesse me. Don't try to scam me. Just don't do anything but be kind and generous. It will be fine. We'll be just fine. I remind you of Lily Flower. That's so sweet. Thank you guys for the compliments. But yeah. Real estate is hot cake in Nigeria. People earn billions of dollars from real estate here in Nigeria. Come invest in Nigeria. I believe it. I gotta look into that. You're interested in my past life? So the story ends with you becoming the Flash. The Flash? Is that a superhero? Zodiac, I am leaving now. You're funny. Be safe. We got 71 likes in the chat. I appreciate y'all. He said, where's Lamar at now? Let's see. LOL, I'm funny. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. For some reason, someone that did have a case against Lamar, I don't think I could talk about too much of the case, honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, because it's federal. But someone that did actively go to court, like they went to court with this nigga, but for some reason they lost. I think they lost, and I'm trying to remember why that person lost. I don't know, but basically they don't know where Lamar is putting all of this money. They don't know where he's putting the money. They can't track it to get it out. And I don't understand how that works. I don't know how that works. But as of recently, they've been talking in the chat recently. I think a new victim, like a month or two ago. Yeah, I don't think I could talk much about it. I don't know where he at. I don't know where he's at, but be on the lookout. I am not sure. You give me crazy vibes. That's what the hotel guy in the front told me. He told me, he was like, you need to stop being crazy. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. But niggas that steal and scam, they gonna fuck around and find out. They gonna fuck around with the wrong person. They gonna fuck around with the wrong person and get killed. Not even being funny. You can't play around with people. You don't know. Like, even for the people that lost money out of their savings, whatever the case may be, somebody in the Navy has to get discharged or whatever, You don't know how you are personally impacting people's lives as a thief and a scammer. You're gonna fuck around with the right one and get your ass killed. You think I'm crazy? There's people crazier. Niggas got machetes and shit out here. As a matter of fact, Lamar should come scam in Texas where niggas can walk around with guns freely. I'm like, you gonna fuck around and find out. You know. I meant to say something earlier. I saw this comment earlier and I thought it was funny. What did they say? Somebody earlier was like, basically they were like, I wish I could talk to you or whatever, like me, but I only like basic ugly girls. And I'm like, that's so crazy, because why would you say that? I meant to acknowledge that earlier. I don't know if the person that said that is still on here, but like, that's crazy. Yeah, don't play with people's money, because you don't know what people are using it for, what they got going on. You don't know if somebody wanted to use that investment to take care of something, like, yeah. But you guys, I do have to get ready for the day. I'm gonna charge my phone and I want to come back on here. I really genuinely, like, I've had such a crazy 3 days here in Texas, y'all. We still alive. But I do want to get dressed for the day. I do want to go somewhere. So basically, I'm a member of a private members club in Atlanta. And the club, they have different clubs across the country. So with our membership, we have access to the other clubs as well. And they have one in Dallas, and they have other country clubs here in Texas too. And I basically want to see what the club is like here in Dallas. And I want to do like dinner there. I wanted to do lunch, but I had to get my phone. And then I came on live with you guys. So I want to try to get there by like 6-7 o'clock for dinner. They close at 11. So I do want to do that, but I'm gonna come back on live to do my makeup with you guys though. You say you just got off work? Okay, just subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so that you guys can be notified when I come back on here. You have this undeniable magnetic charm. It's generally difficult not to be completely focused on everything you say. Oh, thank you. For the people in the back. Just kidding. By the way, you're so cute with the dimples. Thank you. That's so funny when people call me Dimples, or they be like, hey, my dimples. Your sense of humor honestly makes you 10 times more attractive. The banner in today's stream is absolutely top tier. Thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm being dead ass. Like, don't fuck with me. I'm being like so for real. But my friends tell me that that's what makes it funny. What makes it funny is the fact that I'm serious. But yes, I appreciate it. And I don't need makeup. You're right, I don't need it, but it just enhances my beauty. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for hearing my story times. If I come up with anything else, or if anything else crazy happens to me, you'll know about it. So yeah, but I'm gonna come back on here. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thank you so much for everybody that subscribed. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my other channel, please, if you haven't already. Casually Me Streams with a Z. And I'll be back on here after I'm all showered and dressed and everything.